Hey guys, today I'm talking from our Chicago hotel. Not the room, but it's like the mezzanine floor. Has a lot of different like meeting rooms around it. Um, I got off a call with a mentorship student, and the theme that I was thinking about, the last couple of days is make sure that the effort you put in today, whether it's your goals, your work ethic, whatever you're doing, line up to where you want to be 3 years from now. So, what a lot of people do is a lot of time, like, life just happens to people. And, we wake up, we, go to work, you put in your 8 to 12 hours a day, you drive back home, you watch a little bit of TV, you vegetate out, and then you wake up and you repeat it, right? And if you're not actively doing stuff to move your life forward, life has just this way of just like kind of keeping you in this like tide, almost like thinking of it kind of like when whenever you're going out and you're like swimming, you never want to swim in like a lake where the tide is super super strong, right? Because no matter how hard you swim or what you kind of do, if you're trying to go against that current, it's going to sweep you under, right? And it might not look like it's overtaking you in the beginning because you might have a lot of energy, but as your energy kind of like gets drained, as you get tired, that's when everything kind of overtakes you. It's the same thing with life, you know. And I know it's hard. I know you maybe don't have a lot of energy, right? Maybe you're doing the best you can right now, but it's I don't know. You're just not quite in the spot that you want to be in life. And it's not just about money, right? Some people are like, well, I'm making really good money in my job. Starting business isn't always just about making money. Oftentimes it's about like lifestyle. It's about being able to be connected with your family. It's about getting your health in order. That's one thing not a lot of people talk about. Like when you're working a job and like you're at your computer for 24/7, you can never like get a break. You can never go like exercise, work at the gym, because like maybe you have kids, your health starts to decline, right? So it's like there's a lot of different reasons why starting a business is important, and why doing the steps that are necessary are needed for you to be able to go and like change your business. Like people see me doing certain things now, like like they hear I like spend a lot on advertising, or I make a really good amount of money. And they're like, well, how are you doing that? Or I couldn't do that because I have this responsibility, or I have this responsibility. It's like I have the same responsibilities you did. It's just I was willing to do what was needed in the moment in order to make sure that the rest of my life was secure. Right? Like I was talking to this lady today, and she's like, how could you have possibly spent $35,000 in your first year in business? Like that doesn't make sense. You weren't making any money at the time. Like why would you spend that? Well, it's because like I knew I needed to do that in order to have the skill set, to have that consistency in my business, to be able to carry me for the next 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years, or however long I want to be inside of this money game. I don't know. I'm thinking the better I get when it comes to like wealth, like what you do after you get the money, the shorter my time horizon inside of this game of like business is going to be. Because my investing game is starting to get like really really good as well. So it's not just like when you're good at sales, you're good at marketing, where you can make money. Then you have to learn how to keep money by like really learning how to like mitigate taxes as much as possible. And then once you have that excess money, you have to know like how to grow that, how to invest it. Like where do you put your money so it compounds for you? Do you do it in real estate? Do you do it in stocks? Do you do it in? Some people are using crypto. Some people are using art. I have a friend. We met up with one of my friends. He does sports cards is like his investment vehicle, right? So he'll invest $500 for a card, and he'll sell it for I think between $2,500 and $3,000. Right. My question to him was like, why'd you not do that 100 times more if you know that's like so consistency? He said there's a limit to how many cards you can buy at a time. But all I have to say is like I know that things might be tough for you right now, but you gotta do what you have to do. Which it's gonna be bad in the short term. I'm telling you, like it might feel very uncomfortable in the short term. I was talking to a lady, and she's like, they have like extra money that comes in from their job, and they're putting some away to savings, but some of it like they want to kind of go out to dinner, and they want to be able to like enjoy with the kids. I'm like, if you just take some of that money, maybe invest in like a coaching program or something for 6 months, and then now you don't have to worry about like either having a second job, or you don't have to worry about like do we rob Peter to pay Paul, right? You just have excess money kind of coming in, and you build it, and it keeps rolling, and it keeps rolling. Then you look up 2-3 years from now, okay, you're at 120,000 a year for your business, and it has very little expenses. So out of 120, I mean, you're probably letting about 105 to 110 hit the bottom line. That's before taxes, depending kind of what your tax strategy is. But that's one of our students, right? When she came to me, her name was Audrey. She had about 2 weeks before she was quitting her job. So I was like, ooh, 2 weeks and you're gonna quit your job no matter what. Like I was kind of feeling kind of nervous on that, right? That was about, when was that? That was about 3 years ago. She started working with me. I mean, now we look up. She just gave her latest tax return. In the last 2 years, she's been at over 120,000 a year, every single year. Now we're trying to get up to like 150, 175 this year. We're cutting down a couple of different things. We're adding some marketing process in place. Kind of really fine tuning some of the stuff that she's already had like in motion, and just really kind of like making sure it hums even better and better and better. But she paid the price. She did the work. She did what she had to do to kind of get to that zone. Right, she had like a full-time job that's doing about like 30,000. Then she had like a part-time job that's paying like 10,000 a year. So she's making like $40,000 before she joined. She does 110. I think her net profit was like off 125 in sales. She was like netting like it was between 105 and 110 per year. That's literally almost 3 times what she was making in her job, because she put in the price, she put in the work, she did what she needed to do. And that could be you. I mean, you don't, I'm not saying go and like spend $1 million and try and like gamble away on something. I'm saying like, what are the little things you can do? Like, what are the little steps you can take? Whether it's investing in your business a little bit, maybe it's investing a little bit more, it doesn't really matter. It could be investing in a mailer campaign. It could be investing in sales skills. It could be investing in a course like mine. It doesn't matter. Just take some steps forward today to kind of make sure that your future is in a better place tomorrow, right? A lot of people, like when I was a lot younger, they would talk about like when I was in like, it was like I think end of middle school, early high school, they would say like, compounding, the rule of 72. If you start putting away like $100 now, in 25 years it'll be this. And like, it didn't really make sense to me, right? And it wasn't until like I really started getting more into business, started understanding like multiplication and compounding, like skills, compounding money, compounding time, that I realized, oh my gosh, it's the same thing in business. You put a little bit of effort away now, and it just keeps going and getting more and more and more. Like the skill sets I have now, I'll put it in perspective. I launched a new ad campaign. I had 2 ad campaigns. I launched one on Saturday, and I launched one on today, which is Tuesday. I was in my hotel room. It took me 5 minutes to write the ad, to get people to reach out to me to talk about any one of my services, right? That skill set, to get that skill set, I mean, it cost me a lot of money, but it just keeps reaping the rewards. I can make an ad in 5 minutes. I can look at someone's ad, understand why it works, why it maybe doesn't work as well, how to fix it a little bit better, how to make it work for myself. And it's just like, it's such a fast skill set, but if I didn't invest in that skill set when I didn't have the money, I wouldn't have it now, So it's all about sacrificing a little bit today. I'm not talking about a lot. I'm not saying you have to be homeless. I'm not saying that. I'm saying a little bit of sacrifice today to be able to go and get to the spot you want to be 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years from now, right? That's all this game is. The older I get, not to say I'm like super old or anything, but the older I get, the more that I understand, it's like this is just such a battle, like of just how do you manage your day-to-day time to get a slight edge, to get like 1% better every single day. Every single day. Like I have about 100,000 in like one of my investment accounts, and every single day I like see like it goes up by like 2%, maybe goes down by like 1%, and I just like see it's like, wait, this is compounding. It compounds. It's a little bit every single day, just a little bit. It's not a lot. It's just a little bit, but it's every day. It's moving and it's growing and it's getting better, and the compound gets reinvested. Or sorry, not the compound. The interest keeps getting reinvested. The dividends keep getting reinvested, and it's just like, wow. It's just even with like real estate, right? I was watching a number of years ago this guy named I won't say his name. Some people like him, some people don't like him. But he was saying for his real estate investing, he was like, right now the prices are kind of high, so I'm just sitting back and just waiting for everything to drop. And it didn't really make sense to me. I was like, you have a lot of money and you're really good at this stuff. Just go and attack now. Like you can find stuff. Then another time was I heard Warren Buffett. He was sitting on, I think it was like $2 billion or $3 billion worth of cash in his company's bank accounts. They just weren't investing, even though the market was good and the market was going up. And nowadays I realize it's like this whole life is about just like making the right decisions, avoiding all the hype. So like you might see like people talking about Amazon FBA, crypto, NFT, like just random stuff to like, help them make a lot of money really quickly. It's all like, most of that stuff's like a lottery stuff, right? But if you do like small stuff every single day, avoid all the noise, just do the thing that just moves you forward a little bit. And when stuff is just not really like the right time, avoid that noise, but try and push yourself just a little bit further ahead. And the more you do that, the better your skills get. You can afford to kind of like hold off a little bit, but keeping your eye on the market, kind of moving. And then when everything is ripe, then you use all the skills you have, push as hard as you possibly go, and that's when you really kind of cash in. So I advocate for paying a little bit of money to invest in the skills, building those skill sets up, stacking your money, stacking your cash, avoiding stuff that takes money away from you, and then when the time is right, you strike or you grow and you multiply what you already have. Okay? So if you want some help growing like your business, like, maybe you're not quite at that spot where you're talking about like multiplication of money. You're not talking about, growing, investing. Maybe you're just still at that stage where it's like, I'm trying to grow a business. I'm just getting started in my, business and entrepreneurship career. If that's you and you want help, go ahead and click the link inside the description, either above or below the video. Book a call with myself, see if I can help you. Okay? We intentionally keep the program small. The reason why is because I really I enjoy being able to know the happenings of each one of the students in my program. Now I could make a lot more money, but just like opening the floodgates, having thousands of people come in. But I mean, I wouldn't really know if you guys are if you're successful. I wouldn't know anything about you. It would just be moving way too fast, right? So if you want help from someone that is connected to your results, if you want someone that cares about where you are and cares about you in your life, go ahead and click on the link inside the description. Book a call with myself. See if I can help you inside of our program. If that's you, I'll see you on the call. If you're not quite ready, I'll see you inside of the next video. Take it easy. Talk to you soon.